Hello everyone, we're back. We're on the Isles of Umbra. This isn't the final 30 minutes of stream, but it might be the final 30 minutes of MSQ before we switch over to doing some of the side adventures. In the meantime, we got Lewis here to talk to. God, that voice, that single fleeting verse, I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. You saw him too, right? Dead people, just shambling about without a care in the world. Except when they do seem to care, that is. Instead of shuffling towards the water. It's all there for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo, but those queer dead things in that voice. Actually, that voice was quite nice. Sounds to me like we got a classic siren on our hands. I only know of one siren, and that is Vector Satyr. This talk of an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar. As if, but that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? History repeating. But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon. I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew frustrated waiting for the sweet young lass with skin as soft as a phoenix down to return. Which, I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. Vector is a famous streamer, and it's because of that silky smooth voice of his. Along with that alluring charisma. What's been keeping you, initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know? Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk with that wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all. Bloody hells, this takes me back to my days as a cannon boy, sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned them last time. They bloody would, though, wouldn't they? Brazen old biddies. Some folks said as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in me bones as this day would come, and it come it has, aye. I'd bet me bum and ear a siren is behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them that's got feathers and lures sailors to the watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Oh, but it don't end there. No, drowning's just the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her bidding till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in a drink, and I'd regret it after. Anyway, 'tis up to us to stop this hellsborn hussy afore she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man that as can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair. And lucky for us both that I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd best head over to her. The ship graveyard, initiate. Okay. Off we go. We're dealing with a siren. The one with the feathers and whatnot. Also a fate going on here. These are some interesting looking praying mantises, let me tell you. Dead man's moan. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to shot by the campfire and come a-looking. Just a matter of waiting now. Alright, here we go. Here's our event. One sec, just gonna take a drink. Today's drink, milk to go. Strawberry. Alright. So, with that said, we wait. I'm beginning to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. The Hawkman music. What? Do you hear that? 'Tis her. Look! Out on the water! She come, Nishit! She's come! Look at that. Quick, lass! Shove them plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight! Soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditties, she'll call on her thralls, and we'll be up to our necks in corpses before you know it. Breaking limits as only a true warrior of light could. Hither embrace mine everything all. In fact, I'm gonna need you to come sing this part for me. True love spurned, her cruelty's reward. Beat the siren's thralls. They put Fracture on me. I haven't seen that debuff in a while. Or if I have, I haven't been paying attention to it. Spare, mournful mistress. Distress. Stress. Hey guys. Melody, last breath of death, the rhythm. Dost thou not, to relent, regret, forever alone? The fuck are these bubbles going? My love, a river, one look, soul shiver. I should have just popped the bubbles and ignored them. They don't do much damage. No more dark eclipse the heart. Let's fucking go, dude. Dude, this is stronger than anything in that entire scenario there. Alright. Am I alright? Huh. I'm better now. Initiative? Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am. Of course, I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 Watsits if we gutted the songstress, but you can't have everything, can you? She'll not be coming crooning around here again, though not for a while anyway. And if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, bugger me, I've clean forgot your name. Remind me, Miro? Don't recall having no initiate by that name, but if you're not me old mate, or was name, why have you been so bloody helpful? Never mind. Be seeing you, lassie. Well, there we go, guys. Turns out it was a siren this whole time. And see, I always knew that Vector was a siren. Like, I was wondering, how could a man that such as he capture my heart so? Capture the hearts of many so? It's like he logged online and was immediately a famous streamer. You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. You had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually heard. Actually, having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him from carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot, just as you requested. Please take it with my compliments. Now we get to go back to Camp Drybone. No, we get to go to Tailport. You guys excited? We're gonna face Garuda, the strongest of the three primals. The funny thing is, we've yet to fight anything like major boss-wise that wasn't in the original round of or in the original 1.0, as far as I know. Oh, it's you! Welcome back, Miro. You're looking remarkably hale, I must say, and more importantly, alive. You are alive, aren't you? Aha! A conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might have a closer look. Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Meryl. Seldom if I have ever encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such volatile overabundance of fire-aspected ether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of an ice-aspected ether? To counteract the effects of a raging wind? Well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. You figure we would have learned to ask. Don't fret now, I know exactly where you can find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice-aspected ether. An associate of mine in Gundania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Eh? What's with that expression? I thought you'd be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. What's even better is that this time you needn't use that warning pod of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Hedon's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It's been a pleasure, Mira. Come back and see me sometime, alright? Alright, to Gridania. On our wild dodo chase. Look, guys, I just want to beat the crap out of Garuda. That's it. That's all I want. Alright, where in old Gridania is this fuck? Okay, we can teleport to Mikedo's amphitheater. Alright. He should be just over here. Here he is. Hey there, Hedon. Hedon? Hedon. Greetings and salutations, Miss Prentice, I presume? The Sienna informed me of your adventures in Ailport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding, though. As Professor Lamberton's fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasteful. To the matter at hand, corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance at the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal that remains to be found within the 12's, precisely where it is at any given moment is difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You're familiar with the Spriggans, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek out ores and other stones? Well, one such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in 12's. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they can even be digested, and I am reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that Giggity first consumed the corrupted crystals when... you could care less about all this, could you? To the point, then, Giggity seldom makes his presence felt unless there is a particularly fine fodder to be had. Therefore, we shall require a lure, and I am precisely the sort that he will find almost irresistible. Simply place this true heart, I shall save the story of the origin of its unusual name for another occasion, outside of the Spriggan's lair and wait for the opportunity moment to pounce. As for the method by which you retrieve the crystal from his gut, I shall leave that to your discretion. Okay, so we gotta go lure out this fuck. Where is he? Ah, yes, of course, he is in Central Shad. It actually may have been faster to go to Fall Guard. Whatever, we're already here. Yeah. It is time for Carbuncle. It's always time for Carbuncle, let's be real. This area has a lot of fates and whatnot in it as well. I think it even has one that spawns on this giant route that they use as a bridge to climb up this area. Also, this is a gigantic route. What the fuck? I actually really like this particular design of an area, though. Like the wending and whatnot. Lots of tree roots just sticking out of the ground. A whole bunch of trees over here that are just fucking dead and void of life randomly. And hey, look, Spriggans! And a crater golem. And there's Crystal Bearer. Weirdly, his name is Giggity. Alright. Hey look, I can also raise my physical attack power, so I'm not gonna stun you. Guess I didn't need to extend it. I don't have it really. Alright. Now we gotta deliver that to head. Now I'm just gonna teleport back to Gardania because fuck walking. Okay. The 8th rank, we'll go to the Miketos Amphitheater. Alrighty guys, we are... Look at that cactuar. Did I talk to head in here again? Ah, Prina nuts, sneak up on me like that. I was engrossed. Wait, what is that? What's that god-awful smell? Over-aspected aether manifested into solid form. My word, that is a breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Oops. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digested juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the corrupted crystal you sought, and one overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether, worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste, considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. This man was about to get punched in the face. He immediately knew it. Beg your pardon, Meryl. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertaine. Something about a man named Marx? Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystal. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? To reflect plurally on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Ah, well, perhaps it's best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. I love how all 3 of these guys think that they're the dude's favorite pupil. It's similar to how Pachirisu is Vector's favorite Pokemon. Time to sprint. The airship. But I don't remember actually how to get out there. Down there somewhere. Greetings, madam. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? Speaking of Vector's favorite Pokemon, guys, Happy's in chat. Alright guys, we're gonna turn in this crystal. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Miro. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Well, here you go, have your crystal. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks like to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Miro. I see that your hard work does not go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. Lady of the Vortex, guys, are you ready? According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there's a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive... mayhap it's better we remain positive. Miro, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You've helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I shall ever be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the downpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. Alright guys, you ready? Off we go.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs. To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
They had to. They had to do it. My character's just been standing there staring at him the whole time.
Damn it. I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone. There were adventurers on board. Adventurers like you.
For some echo shenanigans.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles? Yes, I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all. exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garlemald. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye? When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man, with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them. I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess. The Enterprise was made for this, to carry Eorzea's protectors into battle. I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy, Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
Completely forgot that they gave us the ability to walk over here. I also don't remember there being that full, like, fucking scene there where we had to deal with that. All our efforts, all our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Meryl, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. The Howling Eye is now accessible. We're gonna take a quick break, guys, and we'll come back and we'll do 30 minutes of MSQ. Don't go anywhere, we got more for you here in just a moment.